out to work for me. I'm about to own something. So how about you own this property in this particular location? Not how about you buy this property. That's one. Another thing, trust me. Sir, trust me. This property will give you 25% returns on investment within 2 months. So why are you telling me to trust you? When I hear trust you in sales, maybe because I'm into sales, so I know all these things. It's going to be very difficult for somebody to like sell to me because I'm just going to be picking out a lot. Let me just buy. Trust me. Why are you telling me to trust you if you don't have a cockroach in your cupboard? Because anything that comes, okay, is there a reason why I should not trust you? Why are you reaffirming it to me to trust you? There are other ways you can make the person trust you. It can be by product knowledge. You can be telling, if you're telling maybe the person like, okay, so tell me about this property. Why should I invest in it? That's where your product knowledge comes in. So this property is located in this. In fact, recently I was on site, and just 5 minutes to where the property is, I saw a major residential area. You know, you're not telling the person that, so sir, there's a residential area close to the property. Precise. Just 5 minutes. Make the person know that you know what you're saying. You are confident. The person like, this is somebody that knows what he's doing. I can trust this person. You don't have to now tell the person, so sir, trust me. Yeah, so sir, after looking through this property, I saw from statistics that you can, so sir, trust me. You don't, it's another word you don't use. Where we were coming from, follow up. Good morning, sir. So I just want to follow up. You are bugging me. That's what your clients think. Your client thinks that you are bugging the person. Like, will you just leave me alone? Why are you here again? You get behind me. That's what, even when they see follow up, that's what they think. So rather than saying follow up, the first thing you have to make sure is that they save your number. So sir, you can save up my number, we can discuss more on it later, maybe when you are more free, or, I would like to be a good network to you as much as you will be to me. Something that you let them know that you're not just there to sell to them. You can also be a good network to them. People like to connect with people that can give them value as well. Even at the end of the day, you might not give them value. You might not but try to be a person of value. But it gives them that reassurance that, okay, this is somebody I can connect with. So make sure you save up your contacts. Then it can be that maybe you run into their WhatsApp salad or something. Maybe it's through their WhatsApp. How Mr. Bolu, or is it coach that said, just laugh. Once you laugh, it starts a conversation. Let me tell you something. If I have a prior, imagine I tell Mr. Shegun that, Mr. Shegun, come and buy my property yesterday. And today, Mr. Shegun is seeing me. I'm just waiting, Mr. Shegun. Of course, Mr. Shegun knows that I'm still there. Mr. Shegun, I'm waiting for you to come and buy my property. I don't have to say it to him. It just brings my face back to his face. That's what follow-up is. Follow-up is not... The thing is, many salespeople think follow-up is to go and close the deal. That's not the end point of follow-up. Follow-up is to bring your face to the client's face. I am still there. The more you see me, the more I register in your mind. The more you see me consistently doing something that I pitch to you, the more you trust me. And now, this does not limit to say that you cannot close on a first cold call. I've been privileged to close a cold call on the spot. And there was one that took 1 year. Because I'm not going to just sugarcoat things. There's one that took a year. And that's another thing about consistency. You don't just say, because I've talked to this person did not agree. In fact, this woman is a very wicked woman. I'm not going to message her again. With all the things I said, you keep in touch. You build relationship. That's what building relationship is. I'm going to be giving an example about this again. Please, let's move to the next slide. Why is cold calling important? I think cold calling is not important, but this is why cold calling is important. Number one, it helps you to build relationship with different other people. And remember that you cannot build relationship when you just talk about yourself, or when you are not giving the person room to tell you about yourself. Relationship is, there are two parties involved in cold calling. There are two parties involved in a relationship. It has to be equal. Building relationship. Now, I'm going to use a scenario of a cold call. In 2023, there's a woman. She's not in the country. She's still outside the country. She was outside the country. She's still outside the country. So that woman, I said everything. There's nothing I did not say. There's nothing I did not say to this woman. I wanted, because I was already used to closing on the spot. So I thought that this woman, you're outside the country, you have the money. Just close on the spot and don't stress me. So I was just, I was really expecting it. I was there to close the deal. There's nothing. So I was talking to her. And at the end of the day, he said, all right, I'll get back to you. How many of us I will get back to you giving us torture? Nobody have experienced I'll get back to you torture. I thought that we are all, maybe I should go and pray about my life. Then at the end of the day, the man said, I'll get back to you. When I said, Jesus wept. Because this woman, I used my energy. I knew that I did a lot because I wanted to really, really close her. I was so sad. But I ended the call, no pressure. We listen, we don't judge. Then, the next month, I messaged her again from her status. She was doing her mom's birthday. So she posted it on her status. I was like, well, happy birthday to mommy. Or in fact, the mommy looks so young. See, the man is old though. Man, she's actually fine. She's a very fine woman. She's a fine woman, but she doesn't look young. Of course, she looks her age. She's old. My mom looks so young. You guys look alike. I didn't see any resemblance. You guys look, of course. I would love when people say I look like my mom now. You guys look so much. I like. Then she responded, thank you very much. In fact, this is I'm going to tell her. I wrote message that she should forward to her mommy. Happy birthday message. She said, thank you so much. Bam. I didn't say anything about real estate. I didn't even ask her, you said you get back to me. After I said, I didn't say anything like that. After that next month, 3 months later, she posted something again. I responded. We had a maybe 5 minutes conversation. Bam. Another month, it's like in the 7th month. Yeah, so I'm telling you that in this sales game, you will do a lot. No, you will do a lot. You will be consistent. You will stay there. When they say we die here, that's what they're talking about. Because I know that I already put a lot of energy in that woman. I must close her. I know that she has the money. What exactly? And she was not a very expressive person. So I could not even get a black swan. Okay, black swan is that thing in the room that can either make them make that decision or turn down the decision. Black swan is okay, like let me use the scenario Mr. Bolu gave. That person that was going to pick his children up from school. The children is a black swan. He was able to close the deal. I can use the children to enter it out. How about we build a legacy for your children? That's black swan. So she was not very expressive. As I was talking, open-ended question, I was listening to her. This woman was not giving me. She was like, okay, very. So it was difficult to get a black swan. Aisha stays there. In the 7th month, in fact, I was going to that point that in this 7th month, what happened? I can't really remember what happened. But this time, after I messaged her from her status, I now placed the call across. That call lasted for about 40 minutes. We're not talking about real estate. We were just talking. Talking about random things. I staying outside the country. She was talking, I was in school. I studied at the University of Ilorin. I know that I've abused our school today, but some of us, so I'm a proud Ilorin student. So she was talking about school. She was telling me about when I finished school. She was telling me about service here. I was just in there. I wasn't telling her that, ma, when I'm ready to go for my service, in fact, I'm going to come back to listen to all of this. Because I wanted her to know that it's not like I'm preparing to go for service. I'm delaying it actually, but I'm preparing to go. But I'm not reaching out to that woman. But I wanted her to know that this relationship, I want it to be longer than I want you to know at that time I'm going to remember you. This relationship, I'm not running away. I want her to know that I'm here to stay. I'm not somebody that will run away tomorrow. So, ma, when I'm going for my service, I'm going to come back to come and listen to all of this again. She talked, she felt happy. I made her feel relaxed that, ma, you just helped the soul. I made her feel that, ma, if I'm not listening to this today, in fact, I don't know what might have happened to my life. I made her feel important. We ended that call. Remember, we didn't say anything about real estate. This is the 7th month. We didn't say, I not say, "Ma, how about what you say?" You will get back to me. Of course, she said she will get back to me. She didn't say that, "No, I'm not interested." So I was expecting her to get back to me, but then I didn't go back to tell her, "Ma, how far? I'm still here. If that property I've sold out, no one have come out. How is it going?" Then in the 9th month, a new property just launched. Then this time I didn't even go through back door. I went straight to her. I said, "Ma, a new property just launched, and as this property launched, you were the first person that came to mind. This time I'm giving her real estate back to back." Do you know that because I already made this woman feel good, I already built a relationship with her. Honestly, somebody asked me before that, all my clients, will I say I'm friends with all my clients? And I told the person that to them, yes, but to me, no. All my clients sees me as their friend. All my clients sees me as somebody that they can talk to because I built that relationship. Closing has gone beyond, making sales has gone beyond the very formal whatever. It's now more on building relationship. People will only buy from you because they know about you, because they've built a relationship with you. They feel that you're somebody that they can always reach out to, not somebody that is abstract. I said, "Ma, you were the first person that came to mind, and that is why I'm reaching out. When will you be free so we can have a call to talk about this property?" Then I put a smiley emoji. Of course, I was not smiling. I was thinking that, "Ma, today is the day." I was fed up. Then she responded. She was like, "Oh, okay, let's do it." That time she picked us about, I think 1 a.m. in the midnight, my time. Like, "This woman, you want to frustrate me? You know that it's going to be 1 a.m. and I'm going to be sleeping. But don't worry, I'll be here for you." I said, "Oh, wow, that's perfect. That's a very perfect time." I was being sarcastic. What, you know, it was not perfect for me. But, "Ma, that's a very perfect time. All right." 1 a.m. I woke up like a witch in the night. I said, "Yes, I'm going to collect somebody morning." Placed the call across, and then we talked about the property. She was like, "Let me be very frank with you. Actually, I'm not ready." After 9 months, person will carry BLSF, I've born. Then I'm seeing results. Somebody that carried pregnancy in 9 months, I've seen the results. Why have I not seen the results on this woman? I say, "Ma, you're not ready." She said, "Actually, but this is the thing. This property, I'm going to be buying it because of you." She said, I'm not ready to invest in any real estate. In fact, I don't want to go through all the stress. You know, I don't have somebody that can be looking after it or anything. You know, to be honest, that's just the main reason why I've not invested. But this particular one, I'm going to be buying it because of you." And I was like, but I'm happy. Actually, that's what I was really excited to get that kind of feedback. Building relationship. That's the story of what building that deal. You know that after she ended the call with me, she called her sister. She now told me that her sister is in the country, in Nigeria. She now told me that she already gave her sister my number, that her sister is going to reach out to me. When the sister reached out to me, "Oh, you're the Okpemikwo. My sister has talked too much about, how? Somebody that's for 9 months was stressing me out." My sister, so that was because I made her feel good, and I made her feel like somebody that is just at her back door. Somebody that if she look back like this, she's seen. And I was like, actually, your sister is a very nice person. In fact, I'm very happy that we are connecting. Just take me as a sister. In fact, I'm part of your family. I know my family. I know my son name. But I told her that, I'm part of your family. Right? That's something building relationship will do for you. It will help you generate new leads. Now, you're a prospect. Prospect is after you talk to them about real estate, and then you have gotten to a particular point that they are looking like they will close. Is when they are now leads. So it will help you generate new leads. Another one is to increase your influence. Increase your influence. With the story I gave, I was able to meet her sister. Her sister has not gotten for me, but that one's on target now. She's getting for me soon. Praise the Lord. Sorry. So, increased influence. That's what cold calling, if you do it right. If you do it right, that's what cold calling will do for you. Please, next slide. The new ABC of selling. So, there's the old ABC of selling. And the ABC means always be closing. That's the old format. No matter how you do it, just go out to the world and bring sales. This one is not even go and preach the gospel. Go out to the world and close. That's the former ABC of selling, always be closing. But now, from Daniel Pink, he has given a new ABC of selling. That's attunement, buoyancy, and clarity. Attunement is basically you removing yourself from your body and using yourself to enter their shoe. That's empathy. Like you are putting yourself in their shoes. Now, this thing is very, very tricky. Attunement is like you getting to know them, building relationship, all those things I've talked about. That's what attunement is. Then empathy, inclusive. I'm going to give a story again. Please, I know we're tired, but I'll be leaving soon. But let me get my story. There's a friend of mine when I was in school. This was 2 years ago. That friend, that's how I pitched real estate to him. Then the friend, I know he does Forex. He's a very big boy, in fact. When you say big boy, that was a big boy. That's why I pitched to him. In fact, that was what made me go and be his friend. Yeah, that was the only reason why I was his friend. Because I knew I wanted to pitch real estate to him. Then it got to the time I pitched to him. He was really interested. He was like, okay. Then, soon after, he called me back. He was like, no, actually, he has a lot of projects going on. He has a lot of things that, actually, it's not as if he doesn't have the money. He told me that he has the money, in fact, that I want to pay in full. But what will I advise him? That, school, and that time we're preparing to pay school fees, school and everything. I was not like, I think they have trained us that we should be empathetic now. I say, actually, you know what? See, just hold on. Don't invest in the real estate now. Use the money for something else. I thought I was wise. I thought that the person that trained me on empathy is going to be very proud of me. Now, in fact, I was very empathetic. The next week, that time, the latest iPhone was, I think, iPhone 13. The next week, this guy bought the latest iPhone. He was not showing it on the status, unboxing it. New gadgets on board, more to come. I said, yeah. When I told my boss said something that till today I can never forget. She said, you just gave your money to the dogs. I said, it's true, ma. No, I said, I was just trying to be empathetic. Now, that's why I said this is very, very tricky. And that was because I didn't listen enough. I should have gotten that the boy said, in fact, I can pay in full. For somebody to want to pay about 600,000 naira in full means he has more than 600,000 naira that can pay off other of his bills. If I was listening and I was reasonable, of course I would say that, in fact, even if you can't pay the full, make a deposit. Make a deposit of 400,000 naira, and that will push him to make more because you don't want to lose his money. But because I wanted to be a proud, empathetic soul, the Lord has trained us to be caring, I gave my money to the dogs. So when you are trying to do sympathy or empathy, be wise about it. Because those people have money. Money is outside. Your money is in the hands of people. That's the way I see real estate. If I see you like this and I want to close you, I'm not seeing you as I want to close you. I'm seeing you as, come and give me my money. My money is in your hand, bring it. Imagine somebody that is owing you. I say, guys, my money now. It's my money, give me. You know how you will expect that person gives you your money. So when you see people that my money is in your hands, I want to collect. What I am just doing, I'm not doing anything, I'm collecting my money. You tend to see more results. So that time I don't give my money to the dogs again. In fact, I chop everything with my mouth. That's it. I learned the hard way, but now that you're hearing this, you will not learn the hard way in Jesus. Amen. You will not learn the hard way. Now that you're hearing it. So you have to be careful when you're. But that does not mean there's another person that reached out to me that she wants to start her brand. She was interested. She was not like, I didn't even want to meet her. She came to meet me that because her friend got real estate that she wants to get. In fact, she must get. I said, I'm open to that. I'll be happy for you. Then later, she wasn't like, she's just trying to start a brand. And this brand, I know is that in college, because I studied in College of Medicine of Ilorin, I know that our brand is in college. Like, there's somebody that doesn't know that brand. Like, it's everywhere. I know that if she can invest in this brand, the essence that the property she wants to get from it today, if she should put that money in her brand and do more with it, she's going to get more in months to come. Do you get what I'm saying? So that kind of one now, she came to meet me like, so what do I think? That do I think she should just go for the property, or she should invest that, this is a very strategic moment for her brand, that she should invest it so that she can grow more and expand. I told her, I say invest it. Now, this one, I know I'm not giving my money to the dog because I know this money is coming back to me. I'm just borrowing it to the dogs, which is not actually a dog, a good dog. I'm just borrowing the money out because I know it's coming back to me. So that's why I say you have to be strategic. And that means you have to listen. You have to think on the spot. Buoyancy. Buoyancy is you are floating on water. Meaning, in this sales journey, I'm going to be very factual. There are times you will go to your bedroom and you will cry. There are times that you are just going to feel very pressured. There's targets to meet. There are times that you feel like, Abi Kinsaloni. Sorry, like, Abi, I should run away. There are times that you feel that you should just give everything up. That's where buoyancy comes in. Even in that particular sale, like that woman I gave an example of, if it was like in the 7th month, I should have given up. I should have said, I look like she's not doing. She's just using me as a talk gist for status. I'm not doing again. But in the face of challenges, the ability to still float, the ability to still stay, to still push on and be consistent, it pays. That's another thing that boils down to your selling. Another thing is clarity. Now, you are pitching to a client. We have how many? I think we have 4 to 5 estates currently in Gority and Homes.
She's on camera. Yes,
like that, ma. So then you now see somebody that you want to sell or that is even interested. You now go, so sir, actually we have 5 estates in Gority and Home. We have at Abeokuta, we have at Ibadan Monia, we have, we even have 3 faces of this thing that we all sold out. If you want to do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Then you now download everything to the clients. The client was not looking. In fact, the funny thing is about those clients is that they'll be like, wow, they'll be following you. But let me tell you what that does. It's good though, but it's not good. So it's you that will now choose what you want to believe. There's something we call cognitive overload. There's something we call information parity. And there's something we call information asymmetry. Information asymmetry is maybe you want to pitch Abeokuta. They not tell you that. You're not telling the client. The client is not asking you. Maybe the client lives in Abeokuta. The client is not asking that. So what's the state of Abeokuta? Maybe it's Ogun State. But I'm going for my hand. It's Ogun State now. Let's not see what is the state of Abeokuta. Not a reverse. Of course, that's very unrealistic, right? That's very unrealistic, but I'm just giving an illustration. Let's say you not say reverse. But say, that's information asymmetry. When the clients have more information on your product than you yourself, how will you close? In fact, the clients that will be teaching you that, no, in fact, this particular place is between 5 minutes to this is 5 minutes. You'll be saying, yes, actually, you are the one that will now become the students. In that kind of deal. It's very bad. Don't put yourself in. That's why as the product is launching, you are learning everything about that area. You're learning everything about that property. You're learning everything about agriculture. You're not an agri student, but learning agriculture. If you're going to sell farm, you are not a law student. Know your documents, no legal processes, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where there's going to be information asymmetry and the client that is in the upper end. That's information asymmetry. Information parity is when you see people that you have the same level of information. That one might still work, but still not best. Be the upper end with information. Then cognitive overload is what I just said. You now put everything on the client. Do you know what it does? You are giving the clients options. And do you know when you have options, you tend to make decisions slower. Because you feel like, let me first sit down and think this thing very well. Should I go for Abeokuta or I should go for Ibadan? If I go for, you're not giving the clients what to think. Let me sit down and think about this thing. Then you are not noticing that the next month, the client have not gotten back to you. How will he get back to you? Still thinking. Next 2 months, why will the client get back to you? Of course, I'm still thinking. I need to sit down and make the decision. That's the thing about cognitive overload. It looks good. I hope we're picking out things that you think looks good in sales, but they are not really effective. Because that's the essence why I'm here. Please, so no better I'll be talking since morning. Please help me pick it. Help me and pick it. That's cognitive overload. Do you get? So you don't want to do that to your clients. Now, how do you not know they want to now pitch to the clients? That's what we have not been saying since morning. Listening, attention, what you do before the call, what you do during the call, everything. That's when you listen. I'm going to give you an example of a sale I closed last week. Last month. Sorry. I don't know these clients from anywhere. I started a 365 days challenge on TikTok. Because, of course, I know I'm on TikTok looks like it's on serious people at agent. Let me be on serious, because that's what my target audience are. So I did this 365 days challenge on TikTok. And then somebody reached out to me with my 269 followers. I just said that for you to know that with your small followers, you can see those things. Don't look at it that you are waiting to have thousands of followers. My 269, I checked the followers at the time that thing happened. I wanted to be sure. I checked the followers I had. My 269 followers. Person now reached out to me. Person is not in the country. A very young guy. And then started talking. In fact, he just responded. Another thing, it's not like he reached out to me. What am I saying? He didn't reach out to me. He just commented on my video. Commented on my video as I look at it like this. This comment is looking like a serious comment. I entered his DM. I entered in there. I just told him that I should drop. I didn't even drop my number. I said, drop your number. I would like to continue this conversation. I saw your comment. Then he dropped his number. I reached out to him on WhatsApp. Then, in fact, now it was like he wants that you should call. It was on a Sunday. So we should call. We later had the call around about 7 p.m. in the evening. He was driving at the time. I was just seeing that he was just talking. He was talking that, so I saw your video. What I do more is I educate, right? So I saw your video, in fact. I was not like, I did not leave it to the fact that I already did a lot of education on my content page and said that you can go through my content page and go and, learn more about it. I will teach you come. I not told him. I said, do you mind if I take you through the basics of real estate? Then I started with the basics, just very, very sweet conversation, right? And I said, actually, this is not the first time I'm investing, but nobody has explained real estate to me like this. I first carried that one. Nice one. So I have an upper hand. I'm the one that made you understand real estate like this. So of course you give me your money. One. Another thing is, this was still on the same call. Then it was like, okay, is there any property that is available? Then I didn't answer that question. When he said, is there any property that is available? I didn't answer the question. Of course, most of us say, yes, so we have this in this place, in this place, in this place. It might close the client and it might not. I still wanted to get my black swan. Because this client is somebody that I don't know from anywhere. What if he decide not to pick my call tomorrow? Don't give me hope and leave me hanging. Just like when you're doing talking stage with a guy. The guy now finally asks you, I cannot say, I'll think about it. The problem is not you, but me. Okay, so you can relate. No, I don't want that. So I didn't answer that question. I was not like, then we continued talking. I was like, oh, so you're not in the country currently, right? I wanted to tell me the story. How did it happen? You sound very young. How did it? Then you started. That's why I know that people like to talk about themselves. I was like, brother, sorry. I was saying to my mind, sir, please take it easy. Take it. I think it's Abdul like that. Then started talking, saying things, Then he told me about how he came from Ogun State. And I got my black swan from Ogun State. I picked that one. We have a property in Ogun State. So I knew that I was not going to pitch the one in Ibadan to him. I was going to pitch the one in Ogun State. So you see how very sweet that conversation is going. That's what the power of listening does. You don't just listen and not forget it and now gist and go. Remember that you have a focus. Because some people will not be like, so she did that. Then at the end of the day, the parents might say, so I even have to go now. Time has gone. What have you achieved? You have gisted it your time. That's not what I'm talking about. Still always come back to the purpose why you are there, even when you are listening. When we say that pity. Then he now continued, said that actually he has a girlfriend that she's one of his major, so sweet. She's one of his major factor to his success story. The data analyst, by the way, that's his success story. And she talks so nice. I was like, but I didn't forget the focus. I still want to collect my money. Then he now said that he's on the road, so he's going to call me back. I said, Jesus, hope I'm not going to gist and go and not close this deal. I said, okay, there's no problem. So he ended the call. Then, after I ended the call, I just thought about it that, because this guy mentioned that many of the things he does right now, he tells his girlfriend about it. So I knew that this girlfriend, of course, it's the guy that has the money, but it's this girlfriend that will tell him if he should buy or not. My target is not the guy anymore. My target is the girlfriend. That's another thing. Don't think that because this person is the person that has the money, she's the person you are looking for. She may have the money, but she listens to her mother. I've had clients that told me that my mom said that because of spiritual attack, I should not invest in Ibadan. I said, okay. I said, all right, that's okay. Family problems, spiritual attack, I'm from Ibadan. Family problems. I said, all right, that's okay. She might not be the one that have the decision to that money. So she's not the person you are targeting. So I found this out. Then I did something. I now composed a very short message to the girlfriend. I say, hi, blah, 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 girlfriend. Blah, 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 spoke about you. In fact, I must commend you because these days, so many girls just want to chop their guys' money. So many girls just want to chop their guys' money. But he has told me so much about you, how you are a person of value, how you help me. Then I sent the message to him. I say, after hearing the story about your girlfriend, I was just very, excited to write this to her. Please let me deliver this to her. Because I know that by the time he's going to tell her that, babe, I have a property, do you think I should buy it? When she see that one, she will know that, this person trusts me to lead him right. So he's going to close the deal. And the guy saw the message and said, wow, this is so sweet. I said, this is so sweet and thoughtful of you. I said, actually, I just love love. What concern your love? I said, I just love love. I'm going to send it to her. The next day, this guy called me and we closed the deal. And I'm not even talking of somebody that doesn't know me from anywhere. I'm not going to say the specific figure, but it's over 20 million naira that we closed. And it's just within 2 days. And that 2 days is just because of, it could have happened that very moment, just because of time difference, and other something. And that was the power of listening, having the conversation, finding the black swan, finding the major decision maker can do for you. When I asked me that, so what property? I didn't say, if I had pitched Ibadan, I might not even have been interested. But I pitched Ogun State to him in the sense that, so you're from Ogun State, so how about you have a piece of your state? Like, and I have a lot of friends there. Just buy. And I have a lot of friends there. Like, then conversation continues. If it were Ibadan, you might have gotten, but maybe not up to that. Clarity is when you are being declarative this time around, right? Like they're asking you that, so what documents does your property has? And I say, looks like it has a CFO, Looks like. Do you even know the documents your property has? Do you know how many minutes from this to this does your property? Have you been on sites before? Do you know if there's any major residential building? Do you know about documents itself? If they tell you that this is the thing for this property, do you know? If you tell you that, what are you going to say? Formation asymmetry. So clarity is you being declarative. You say that, so this property has a C of O. This time around, I'm not using the first voice I use when I started the call. I say, actually, I'm being declarative. I'm using my high pitch. I want you to know that I'm confident about this. I know what I am saying, and this is what it is. So there are times you will actually have to be very clear. Your voice. Next slide. But when you raise this, you understand. Tips to increase your success rate. Know who you are calling. I already said that before. Know who you are calling by listening, by doing basic research. Have a plan, not a script. Have a plan, not a script. That's what I was saying before. There's a particular script. My name is Okpemiko. I'm from Gority. I'm home. Don't have a script. Have a plan, because the script will fail you in the points where it doesn't relate to that client. Don't be afraid of rejection. Rejection is a lot. Don't be afraid of rejection. Rejection can be a choice, can be an opportunity for you. If a person rejects you today, it can be an opportunity for you. Like, so why is that so? The person will tell you something. You're not like, maybe the reason why the person give you for his rejection is this black swan, and that's what you should work on. So when you get rejected, don't just go and sit down and cry. Make sure that you find what exactly is the cause of that rejection and look at it towards using sales. Is that the black swan you're finding? Is that the missing gap? Next slide, please. Stand up while you call. Now you'll be on your bed, you'll not relax. So I'm just calling you. There's a way you physically being relaxed. There's a way, there's something it does to your tone. There's something it does to your voice. Stand up if you're going to be declarative. Say stand up, it works something on your confidence. Confidence can also be gotten from your voice. Know their objections. If they're saying no because of this, I already explained that last one. Why are they saying no? How can your no help me? How can I use this no to create an opportunity for myself? Why are they saying no? Learn how to receive a no. That's still the same thing. Don't just receive no. How do you receive a no? How do you make no work for you? No, I would have given a story, but my time is up. But there's client that gave me a no, and there's something I did that made that give me a yes. But by the Spirit, you shall know. Next slide. Know your products very well. I talked about that already. Have a special offer ready. Now, they already talked about having something like discounts. It's not every client to go and say, so buy this 1 acre and get 1 bag of rice free. What do you want to use your... Imagine you're talking to a very rich man. What do you want to use your bag of rice for? He's not going to think that, this one, is hunger that is doing this one. You just want me to buy this property. There are times you do that and there are times you don't do that. There are clients that have had to pay their first installment payments. There are clients that I've not had any clients like that this year, but there are clients that have had to pay their first installment payments to push them, to commit them. And I was sharing the story with you. There's a particular client, I paid his first payment. He got that property finished. He came back, he bought another one. And that was the only payment I made for him. And this client, there's no place to see me today. He used to worship me. He used to take me that I made a very huge impact. I was like, it's my money I'm looking for, actually. But then there are ways you will do this thing that you're going to impact people. It's beyond the sales. You're looking at young people, you're creating generational wealth for them. So it's not everybody that you actually do that for. There are certain people and there are certain people. And you will know when you listen. Track your results. Now, after doing all this thing, go back. What time of the day did I call that I closed this deal? Is that the time of the day that is good? Okay, have I closed more female than male? Should I be looking towards more female prospects? So there are things that you look back at what you've done and use it to track your results, to know what exactly to do better on. Next slide. Okay, I chose this picture because I felt it was very fine. It's me. But conclusion, I feel we can conclude by ourselves, right? Next slide. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. Woo.